Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to talk to you guys about a little game called Homefront. It is a game that came out in 2011. It is a first-person shooter. It's kind of like a combination um, between Call of Duty and Battlefield. You might have heard of it. It was really popular when it first came out, but it died out pretty quickly, and nobody's really probably heard of it since. But I want to bring it up because they are making a sequel to it. It's been announced quite a while ago. There's leaked footage and stuff out there of really basic stuff, but it's finally starting to get into the point where it could actually be coming out. Who knows? It could possibly be out by the end of this year. Could be out next year. Who knows? But I'd really love to get you guys some Homefront 1 gameplay. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The servers do not work for Homefront 1 on the console. You can play them on PC, but then it's just like people hosting their own servers, and they can make whatever rules that they want. And I don't really like PC anyways, so you're gonna have to settle for some lame Call of Duty gameplay. But anyways, what I want to talk to you guys mainly about, first of all, is comparisons between Homefront and Call of Duty, because I really think that a lot of Call of Duty's ideas in their last 3 games have been stolen from Homefront. And they may not necessarily be stolen, but they're very similar, and who knows, maybe they both stole from the same person. I don't know. But these are just some really big similarities that I noticed between the games. So first of all, Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 took the recon drone. There's something very similar in Homefront, which is it's just like a little helicopter that flies around and tags people, and it kind of marks them on the screen. You can see them through walls and stuff. They're just kind of tagged, and you can see them that way. So they took that right out of there. The assault drone, there's something very similar to that in Homefront, basically the exact same thing. Kick is a proficiency in Modern Warfare 3. It's actually a perk in Homefront called Steady Aim, and that wasn't in any previous Call of Duties, but it was in Modern Warfare 3. And Marksman is a perk in Modern Warfare 3, and it's also a perk. I think it might be called something else, but it's also in Homefront. So that's for Modern Warfare 3. And for Black Ops 2, they kind of copied the perk system, not really, just in that you can have multiple perks from the same type of slot, but I'll get more into that later. The assault rifle, there's an assault rifle in a lot of these assault rifles in Homefront look very similar to each other, and there's an assault rifle in Black Ops 2. This is something minor, but it looks like the exact same in my opinion. Point streaks, definitely something that they took from Homefront, in that every little thing you do counts toward your kill streak, and then once you get enough points you can buy something. That's how it works in Homefront, and it's pretty similar in Black Ops 2. And then then there's the Dragonfire, which is basically taken right out of Homefront, the same thing. It's a kill streak in both games. And then for Ghost, the really big one is the perk system. Ghost finally introduced the weighted perk system, where different perks are worth different amounts of points based on how good they are. That's something taken straight out of Homefront, and it's a really good perk system, I think. Homefront did it a little bit better, but it's basically the same thing. Then there's the Oracle, which is kind of like the Ghost version of the Blackbird. That's pretty similar to how it was in Homefront as well, in that you could see people through walls. It's not that it showed them on the radar, it's just you could see them through walls. And then there is the kind of the basic how the kill streaks work, and the launcher. There's a kill streak launcher in Ghost, and there's basically the same thing in Homefront. And then to sum it up, just really good things that I liked about the original game of Homefront was the wanted system. This hasn't been copied by Call of Duty yet, but they really should, in all honesty, because this is awesome. In Homefront, if you killed a lot of people, as you killed more people, your wanted stars would go up, kind of like in Grand Theft Auto. The more bad things you do, the more stars you get. Well, if you get high enough wanted in Homefront, then you show up on everybody's screen, and people see how many stars you have, and they come and kill you, and they get more points for killing you. And that's how the kill streaks work. You just get points, and then you spend the points on either vehicles or you know, whatever you're running. I think you can get like flak jacket is kind of like something that you can buy, and there's like a launcher and stuff like that. And then the vehicles were really cool in that the maps were really big, but yet the vehicles weren't really overpowered. They worked really well, and they were fun to use, but you didn't just get absolutely massive amount of kills with them, and it was really cool. I mean, it took you like the entire game to like save up enough points to, you know, earn these kill streaks, right? And lastly, the perk system I think worked really good. Again, it's pretty similar to how Ghost does their perk system, but I think it works a little bit better because I think it's just weighted a little bit better, and there's not as many perks, and it's just a little bit more balanced. But yeah, sorry I had to talk really fast there, guys. This isn't long enough gameplay to cover everything I wanted to say. I just simply want to say that Homefront 2 is coming out, and it's a game that people should be looking forward to, because I don't really hear anybody talking about this game, and it's badass. I have no idea when it's coming out, but probably soon. And I didn't mention, sorry if I go over by a lot here, but CryTek bought out THQ was the first company that made the first one. They were in the process of making the second one, but they ran out of money. They went bankrupt, and CryTek bought their company and all the rights to like the franchise and everything, and now they are developing it, and it's running on the CryEngine 3, and it looks really good. It looks really smooth and everything. There's tons of you know, footage, leaked footage and stuff you can look up. It looks pretty basic at this point, but it looks really good, really smooth, and lots of little details look really good. So that's all I got to say for this video. Yeah, so look forward to Homefront 2, and I'll give you any more information I have when we get a little bit closer to like when it's announced and stuff like that. But anyways, thanks for watching, and see you guys later.